Welcome to the 26th Test match for the Solomon Trophy, AC Croquet, between the U.S. and Great Britain. This year it's in the U.S. at the Sarasota County Croquet Club in Venice, Florida. We're positioned on the 3 newly renovated courts at the north end of the complex. This is court 6. Your tournament director is USCA President Damon Biden-Cope. Tournament manager is Club President John Mulliner with his wife Ellen. I think Stuart Lawrence was the official tournament referee with more than able assistance from Jeff Sue. And you would not believe how hard these guys worked out there checking the quadway hoops after every single game. This is game 1 of a singles match between Stephen Mulliner and Tom Balding. Stephen's on hoop 3 in the first break of the game. Singing Stephen Mulliner's praises requires an opera the length of the Meistersinger. So here's the page from the WCF article about him. Just type in Stephen Mulliner WCF in a search engine and you'll get the whole story. He did 2 terms as the WCF Secretary General. He won the 2016 AC World Championships at the NCC. And it's been my pleasure to get to know him through my video work because he comes to Florida and plays croquet a lot. Here's the lineup for the singles and doubles. Both teams are there. Based on AC grades, the U.S. team is probably significantly favored. Today they're playing 1 versus 2. Tom Balding, who's only been playing about 6 years, is playing in the number 2 slot, and he's only 30 points below Mulliner in AC grade. So this should be relatively even though Mulliner's, I think, 2 years shy of having played for 50 years. With all that experience, he's one of a handful of players in the world who can use a sextuple peel as a tool, meaning complete it like 70-75% of the time. And he's going to show you how to set that up. The camera movement may seem a little lackadaisical, and it's because I was trying to get live streaming up and running. There's a whole story of its own. So for the sextuple, he needs an opponent pioneer at hoop 6, pretty close to hoop 6. So he can come back out of 6 back up to hoop 1 when he's setting the lead. And now his partner ball yellow will go to hoop 1 as an escape ball for setting up the cross wiring of the opponent balls blue and black at hoop 1. Positioning black so he can rush it over to hoop 1 after he makes 5. And from here, he can roquet yellow and take off the blue at 6, or he can rush it and then send it back. I like what he's doing. Not that I've ever completed a sextuple in competition. But the setup isn't really all that hard, and you have to do it for a New Zealand TPO, which is one of my favorite practice maneuvers. And now he'll want to be coming back to hoop 1 with blue, so he'll put it right beside hoop 6 for the rush back south after he makes 6 with red. I'm worrying about that once I get this. Yeah, I can do it, but I got to get this one. He'll want to put one close to the hoop and one further away to keep the opponent from being able to do a jump shot over the hoop. If he doesn't get the wiring, he'll just rush yellow to 1 back, continue to break and do a diagonal spread, but he's going to be happy with the wiring. So now yellow goes toward corner 3.
So it would seem. It's kind of like a neon flashing light, isn't it? Well, no, I didn't run mine. You haven't run mine, so which more like a sextuple. So Ben was talking about the TPO thing earlier.
So red hides behind hoop 3, and blue and black have at least 110 feet to yellow in corner 3. We tend to call the shot Tom's about to take the T-Lady, but the T-Lady was actually from hoop 5 to about level with hoop 3. It was way shorter than this, but we're going to keep calling this the T-Lady anyway. I don't know what to call what's about to happen next, but it doesn't happen very often. Sextuples don't usually fail right in the beginning. It's usually because you didn't get the peels done on time. I don't think there's any way to find out in the statistics, but I wonder what percentage of failed sextuples lead to loss of a game. Maybe somebody who knows will comment.
I'm shocked that you missed one. You missed
Tom will mention later he needs to work on his pass rolls because red goes way too far here to be a good hoop 2 pioneer.
That was enthusiastic.
Not what I wanted.
A little adrenaline rush there.
Camera's not moving here because I was messing with the encoder, the device that gets the signal out to YouTube. Now there's the story. The encoder's in a bulletproof box, but it slid out of the back of my car and landed in the middle of the street. Some fellow found it, and the next morning on the 6 o'clock news, he saw an advertisement for this international croquet tournament in the park near his house, and he realized that we must have lost it. He brought it back, made me prove that it was mine, but he wouldn't accept a reward. He wouldn't accept sponsorship credit for the tournament. He wouldn't even accept free croquet lessons. But he certainly improved my week. Just in case we're live, Stephen Mulliner went to one back with red with a sextuple leave, and then when Tom missed the tea lady into the corner, he shot with yellow at red and missed it. Tom's back in, and now he's for hoop 5, as you can see. As you can tell, I didn't know whether I was live or not. Now he's for hoop 6. And I was going to say he wasn't doing anything fancy here, but he's actually trying to pop yellow through hoop 1, I think, so that Stephen will have fewer hoops to try a sextuple with if he gets back in. Tom's gone from not really knowing anything about AC tactics when I met him in 2017 to the semifinals in the World Championships this year, and now pop tactics. It is standard practice, of course, to have put black as pioneer at 2 back so that you don't end up with your partner ball as the 3 back pioneer, which makes the diagonal spread harder. But if it doesn't happen that way, you just do a pivot swap, park your partner ball is an escape ball at the peg, and all is well.
Smart. Oh, but how about we do this again?
So it should be a line. Should be a line. Well, that's from. Yeah, no, that's not working yet. Okay, I got to work on it. Pardon? Yes, I'm sure. I'm. It says it's streaming. Tell where. When I get on the studio and click on live, I get nothing. So I don't know. Ooh, wait a minute. So Stephen Mulliner set up the sextuple, I think, in fourth turn, but didn't even get it started because he missed the first shot of the sextuple. That let Tom Balding back in, and now Tom's done a nice diagonal spread. And is for 4 back and 1, and Mulliner's for 1 back and 1.
Hello? Yes.
This is nicely done. He's intentionally trying to increase his pass roll ratio by banging blue into 1 back. So it'll be in good pioneer position when he comes back. You can do that the other way around to increase your stop shot ratio. There was a lot of hemming and hawing and gnashing of teeth here because I think blue gets a wiring lift because it's stuck to the hoop. So if he blobs this hoop with yellow, blue gets a lift to a balk and he's off to the races. And of course, the hallmark of Balding's game when he started and still is was he never missed anything.
Ross, that defines a centre ball.
What?
That shot defines a centre ball.
Yeah, center ball from about 30 feet. Hey, Mike. Hey, Will. I need to ask this. I need to get on the website. upside on my computer. It's in my front seat. Can you bring that briefcase over? In some of our AC national competition recently, our two players most recently arrived on the world-class scene, i.e. Tom and Zach Watson, have had a tendency to employ Monte Carlo tactics a little too often, thinking they could accomplish anything from anywhere on the court. They're both learning patience, though, because they had to, evidenced especially by Tom's semifinal finish in the Worlds this summer. Rarefied air indeed, playing with Robert Fletcher, Robert Fulford, and Matthew Essick. So yellow at 4 back, either for the triple or to take blue to the peg. His ball's in corner 4, and a close pioneer in red at hoop 1. Multiple options.
Oh, God, it was close. Great job.
So we'll pretend you're live streaming. In case you just joined us, here's the state of the game. We'll probably leave the scoreboard up all the time when we actually get live streaming perfected. And as you can tell, the scoreboard is giving you clip position, not points scored.
It probably has most of it to do with activating the site.
One day you'll learn what to keep doing.
Here, Wiley might have put yellow on the north boundary so it could be picked up after 6, rushed into corner 3, send as a pioneer to 2 back while you pick up the peelee and try to get it to Penalt for the peel back on time. But Patty Chapman, in his chapter on triple peeling and beyond expert croquet, prefers what Tom is doing, sending yellow to pioneer position a little south and east of 1 back. frustrating, but not really a problem as long as it's rushable. It'll be easy to peel it, send it to 2-back as Pioneer, and then get the penult peel before or after 3-back. Tom's first triple peel was a straight triple against Jeff Sue. Now, I think the peelee was probably jaws and 4-back, but still, a straight triple for your first triple. And now that yellow Pioneer position is going to serve him well. Especially because it's even with a hoop instead of south of it, like I said it should be.
Honey, Ron, I can't. I'm up at a platform I can't get down. Well, he's put a signature. I might actually be able to. Let me look right now. I got something else I'm trying to make work, but I'll try to send it. I'll try to send it.
Oh,
Hey, Mike. I put a note in the chat, said check back in a couple hours. I got software issues.
Okay.
So Chris Clark and everybody else is being pissy about it. We'll deal with it.
Chris
Well,
would
I can-
complain if you hung him with a new rose.
Yeah, I mean, I can't hear him from here, so I don't care.
I thought I was going to break more than that.
He scored 3 back and got a great rush on red.
Just for a big Tom's just gotten the road penalty. I think Stephen broke it down at 4 back.
I think Patty Chapman would have put yellow a little closer to the peg so that it's more useful as you come out of penalty. This will obviously work well, though.
Yeah, she's done a TPO. Here, level with 4, blue behind 2, into contact number, roll up to the road short, take a short. Could have let squeeze. 2 good. Set up. We'll let you know. Go ahead, go to the bathroom.
So Tom Balding jumps on a failed sextuple by Stephen Mulliner with a combination of patience and great skill. Pulls it off. So game one in a best 2 out of 3 match goes 26-6 triple peel to Tom Balding. If you enjoyed this, give us a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. There's the rest of this match, and then I think a doubles match that wasn't live streamed that'll be coming up over the next week or two.
Tried to keep myself out of trouble. A couple longer rotations.
Did you hit me then, man? Keep them up. How much room have you looked at the first roll?
Maybe like a foot. Yeah. It was close. I was trying to do a pass roll. I just
I got that
completely.
impression.
My pass roll, as you can tell, is not quite where I want it to be. I'm getting better. I think my problem is I don't want to go below, like with my hand like too wider. And I find that if I go really close, I can do a pass roll. It's hard to get power. So then I want to just, I'll just come up here and be a little steeper, and then it just always ends up like a flip.
So thanks again to our sponsors, Chris Barley, who's in his second year of helping out with the YouTube channel. We are, of course, the official channel of the USCA, where you can find everything you want to know about getting involved in this wonderful sport of ours. And the Croquet store by Oakley Woods. Don Oakley can outfit you with anything you need to start a long grass club or play in an AC World Championship.